Alright, it's Audio Experts Live once again. This is part 2 of our video. We're back at the shop here in Vacaville, and what we're going to do now is put together the speaker pods that we made for the door for the Cobra. We're using the Focal. They're the Polyglass series of speakers, the 130 VS, which is the slim driver. We don't have a lot of room in this vehicle. We're at a real disadvantage with real estate in this car. So we tried using a conventional component, but it was just too deep. The interior cabin space is so small that anybody that's big is just going to be too big. So Paco and I designed and Paco built these speaker pods out of fiberglass MDF. There's some metal work involved as well. These are going to house the mid-range and the tweeter components. So I'm going to have Paco take over and start assembling. You're going to see, I'll be talking in the background, just kind of pointing out some of the features of this fabrication that we did and some of the obstacles that we had to overcome and how we overcame them. So go ahead, bud. Oh, Paco, this is Paco. Say hi.
Hello.
Thought you were ready.
I'm never ready.
So you're going to put the tweeter in first. It's got a mounting cup. We had to actually enlarge the hole that mounts the tweeter, and using a tap, we had to tap out the hole so we could use all of the same stainless steel screws that we're using. So we retapped this clip, but it had a really smaller, much smaller diameter screw that held it in place. And then the benefit of using all the screws the same size, it just makes it easier. Everything flows.
Would you put a little pinchy right there too?
Oh, we've got a little wire guide inside installed so that we can, I mean, it's really tight quarters in there, so we really had to be real cautious with all the area and the space that we used. So there isn't much. So there's absolutely no wood screws used in this project. Everything was done with machine screws, stainless steel machine screws. Where we had to go into wood around the speaker baffle, all of the mounting holes for the speaker, and the mounting holes for the grills. We used nutserts and stainless steel screws. There's a big stainless steel theme in this car, so we wanted to kind of keep the same theme when we did the audio system. Keep the same theme as the car. So all the aluminum that you see is going to be polished. So these are all rough pieces of aluminum right now, just for sake of putting it together and testing. These will all be sent out to the polisher and get a high gloss polish. If you noticed in the earlier video, there's stainless steel racing stripes on the body of the car, and everywhere under the hood there's stainless steel. They're polishing it, so we kind of have to use that same theme. So to try to trick the speaker and thinking it's in a little bit larger enclosure and reduce some resonance of a small enclosure, we don't use the standard, what is that called, Dacron filling. We're using a bamboo filling. The bamboo properties, seem to work better when it comes to dampening a small enclosure where you're going to put a speaker. So we're using just a little bit in there. After we get this wire in, we'll put the rest in. All the wires that we're using on these drivers are soldered in. We don't use any connectors, butt connectors or T-tabs, everything's soldered. This car is going to have a lot of vibration. It's going to be really fast, so we want to make sure we don't have any loose connections after driving this 850 horsepower monster around.